points. The thing with basketball is it's so dynamic. You have so many different people, you have referees, you have a lot of variables that you can't always control, temperature being one of them today. But we managed to pull through, proud of the guys. I think we should have played a lot better in terms of the execution, lots of turnovers, lots of silly mistakes, but a win is a win. We're happy to have it.
After the timeout in today's game plan, it's the baddest basketball around as two rivals, Old Roman Niemans and Wits, go head-to-head for an all-out battle in the Joburg Metro League. And we feature Wits guard Mfunde Dube, aka The Clown. He gives us some insight into his team, managing studies, and he shares with us why he lives for basketball. What's up? You're watching Engen in the Zone. The second featured game from the Joburg Metro League saw the Wits Rebels, based at Wits University, take on Old Roman Nima, a team made up largely of foreign student players and formed from last year's Premier League champions, Old Eds. We get straight into the action of the first quarter with the Old Roman Nimas on the attack. Number 9, Ogobo, passes to El Rey, who makes sure of the points. Ogobo's opposite number for the Rebels, Ndlovu, mixes it up, driving past the Old Roman Nima defense for the up and under windmill for 2 points. With both teams made up of some of the league's best players, the game was once again evidence of the level of skill in the Joburg Metro League. The Old Roman Nimas showed a strong defensive game, often not allowing Wits to get near the basket. 2 great block shots prevent the Rebels going all the way. On the break, it's Mofotsi who offloads to Old Roman Nima captain Okobo. He lines up and gets the 3-pointer. But Wits number 11, Nkake, takes it downtown to score for the Rebels to keep the scores close. Once again, Okobo to El Rey combined for the Old Roman Nima. It's the assist from Okobo that sets up El Rey for a slam dunk and 2 points. Wits' South African national player, Les Lasagna Molebatsi, who hails from Bloemfontein, wrong-foots the defense to set himself up for the easiest of 3-pointers. There's no wide and slow play characteristic of the NBA in the Metro League. Bujango breaks for Old Roman Nima to rack up the score for his team and on his way to a personal score of 13 points for the game. The Rebels have the advantage of having a number of national team players in their ranks. In this 3-on-1 play, Tsepo Dichejo passes to SA player and forward for the Rebels, Quentin Q-Tip Denason, who makes sure of the bucket. 2 points, Wits. Once again, Wits take advantage of a rare lapse in concentration from the Old Roman Nima defense. Ndlovu once again drives through for another 2 points in his first half tally of 9. It was enough to give Wits a 3-point game going into the break. 36-33 to the Rebels. Into the second half, and Rawai goes foraging for a basket. 2 points brings the Old Roman Nimas within a point of the Rebels. Rawai drives the basket. It's Denga with the rebound. He offloads to an unmarked Nduting, who sends it all the way for 3 points. The Old Roman Nimas over the Rebels by 1 point. Wits point guard Tsepo Dichejo finds Mfunde Dube, who makes the 3 points look easy. The game gets physical at 1 point as both teams tussle for the ball. Old Roman Nimas come away with the ball. Mbo looks for the alley hoop and finds Bujango, who tips it in. The Old Roman Nima extends its lead. The Rebels don't hang about and go immediately onto the offensive as Captain Dichejo leads from the front. He offloads for the assist to Lesego Molebatsi, who goes for maximum points. A classic 3-pointer from the 6-foot Wits Rebel guard. Tsepo Dichejo once again goes for the 3, but it's a speeding ball who heads down to the basket and hits 2 for the Old Roman Nimas. In a desperate attempt to level the score, Tsepo Dichejo once again rallies his players, finds Kahale, who sends it back to Dichejo. He shoots and misses, but Molebatsi is there to clean up with the slam dunk. It's not enough as Old Roman Nimas hold on to their 4-point game. Disappointment for the Rebels as they go down 74-70 to the team who have no home ground out of which to practice.
Yes, it was a tactical game to play. We put our defense. We didn't let them to jump, to go on the ball. We blocking them out. We took all the rebound. That is why we went up.
Funde Dube has been playing top-level basketball since he made the under-16 national team. Since then, it has been his love for the game that has seen him continue to play a great ball game.
The reason I enjoy basketball so much is that when you step on that basketball court, I can't explain the feelings, but it's just, I feel handsome.
Posters of his heroes adorn his walls. They're all NBA players, from Shaq to Pippen. They're the ones that inspire him.
Well, I started playing soccer. I wasn't good at it. Cricket, I wasn't good at it either. Karate was never good. I got beaten up a lot. And I started, my mother bought me a basketball and I decided, why not try it? And I haven't stopped ever since. Basketball is the way of life for me because I've been playing basketball for 7 years and I started when I was 13 and, you know, when I've got free time, I just play basketball and school. I used to play basketball at lunchtime, break, whatever. So it is the way of life for me.
McFoo won a scholarship to Wits University last year, but has found it difficult studying and playing ball.
Studying and playing basketball, it's very hard, but I have to adjust my time and, you know, just plan around it because last year I didn't do so well in my studies because I was concentrating so much on basketball. So this year I think I've done a whole lot better because I've managed to manage my time properly.
Fundo is a basketball player. Well, I think he's one of the quickest guys in the country. He has a great shot, and he reads the game really well. He's actually quite good. I rate him as one of the best, just second behind me.
He's sort of the clown of the team. You know, he's always making people laugh.
And you go like, you're the ball knocked out.
You know, he comes to the games prepared and everything, and he's someone you can talk to. You know, he's a very nice guy off the court, and he's a brilliant player on the court. So he's just an ace player. Yeah.
McFoo's success has seen him represent Gauteng students on numerous occasions, but like so many of our talented players, he really wants to play overseas for the NBA.
South African basketball has got a future, provided whoever's in charge takes care of us, because most of the players I know want to go overseas and stuff because that's where the money's at and that's where they've got competitive leagues and stuff. Here you find that you only play like 15 games a season. I mean, that's not good enough.
At 5'11", with no signs of growing any taller, he's going to struggle amongst the giants of the NBA. But as with most SA players, he's learned to adapt his play to suit his height.
The position that I play for Wits is shooting guard, and my duties on the court are basically to shoot the ball whenever I get a free shot, drive a lot, play hustle on defense because I play up top, hustle on defense, help the big guys and run the fast breaks. The key players in my team, the first one is definitely Tsepo Ditsekgo, our point guard, because he reads the game so well, he distributes the ball, he knows when to make a pass and when to take a shot. The other one is KP Ndlovu, Ditsekgo. Both those guys are under 20 national players. They're just very good offensively, and defensively I think they've added a lot to the team. And myself and Ashraf Lodevik, we both play shooting guard. And I think both of us are I think we're the best two guards in the country. My dreams for the future, I hope to play in America one day, maybe in a college there, and hopefully make it to the NBA if that's possible. Don't just play it, live it.
Next week on the fattest b-ball show, In the Zone, we head to the friendly city of Port Elizabeth for an in-depth special feature on PE Tech's basketball history. We focus on the players, the teams and the future plans for the emerging basketball province, and then we check out their skills in the league finals between Dynamos and Blaze. If you'd like to talk back or tell us what's up in your area, mail us on inthezone@engen.co.za. You can also write to us or send a fax.
I'm the one and only Mr. West. Those who know me, I say I play it close to the best shot. Take no prisoners when it comes down to the groove. Stop and blow it, don't make your body move. Look out, funky ninja.
It's the big time out. Chill till next time when we bounce your dome with more wicked b-ball action. In the zone. Don't just play it, live it.
And Nike South Africa Social Development Department is involved with the development of under-14 basketball because we have realized that the basketball caters for only 16 up group of the youth, and the most population, which is under 14, is not catered for. And we felt that to create the opportunities for the young kids, school-going, and not who are most of them boys and girls, it will be good for us to be involved for the under 14 and create opportunities. What we have done as Nike Social Development, we've bought the mobile hoops, which is a moving basketball court, which can go to any area to give these children, which are most disadvantaged, opportunities to participate in basketball. And we have created like giving opportunities to the coaches for both for training, and then they can be able to give the children the opportunities. And we provide necessary equipment like basketball balls, and if it goes to a push, we build basketball courts for them so they can be able to continue playing the sport. I think it's very exciting because it's the first one of its kind since we started. I think we are only 6 months old since we started the project. And the standard is very high, more than what I thought. And I think next year we'll be having the most exciting basketball. If you can see that we only started with the boys, and I think next year we'll have girls playing. And I think it will be more, you can see the skill. They play more than the under 18, and they're challenging most of them. And they are happy to be given the opportunity. That's the first thing and important thing.
was great excitement in the normally sleepy town of Ladysmith when the Nike Under-14 Championships came to town. The youngsters displayed a lot of skill and talent, proving that you don't need to be as big as Shaquille O'Neal to play basketball. The semi-finals lived up to expectation with some tough, fast-flowing basketball on display as a small but very vocal crowd got behind their teams.
Nike South Africa Social Development Department is involved with the development of under-14 basketball because we have realized that the basketball caters for only 16 up group of the youth, and the most population, which is under 14, is not catered for. And we felt that to create the opportunities for the young kids, school going and not, who are most of them boys and girls, it will be good for us to be involved for the under 14 and create opportunities. What we have done as Nike Social Development, we have bought the mobile hoops, which is a moving basketball court, which can go to any area to give these children, which are most disadvantaged, opportunities to participate in basketball. And we have created like giving opportunities to the coaches for both for training, and then they can be able to give the children the opportunities. And we provide necessary equipment like basketball balls, and if it goes to a push, we build basketball courts for them so they can be able to continue playing the sport.
In the first semi-final, Limit Hill Primary overpowered Ladysmith High to set up a showdown with Ladysmith Secondary in the finals. Steadville Magic didn't have enough tricks to get by Ladysmith Secondary in the second semi-final. Ladysmith Secondary showed why they've been undefeated throughout the season with a stunning display of offensive play. The skill shown by the boys was very encouraging, considering that most of them come from rural areas with a lack of facilities. The final was something of a family affair, as sisters Beryl and Belinda Canham came up against each other as coaches of the two teams. And if that wasn't enough, little brother Leslie Canham was captain of Limit Hill Primary. Anyway, there was no love lost on the court as the two sides tore into each other.
I think it's very exciting because it's the first one of its kind since we started. I think we are only 6 months old since we started the project. And the standard is very high, more than what I thought. And I think next year we'll be having the most exciting basketball. If you can see that we only started with the boys, and I think next year we'll have girls playing. And I think it will be more, you can see the skill. They play more than the under 18, and they're challenging most of them. And they are happy to be given the opportunity. That's the first thing, an important thing.
For many years in the township, soccer was the only sport accessible to the youth. But now basketball is fast catching up, with basketball courts springing up everywhere. It appears that television has gone a long way in popularizing basketball in our country, particularly in the townships. Recent visits by NBA stars such as Irvin, Magic Johnson, and the ever-popular Harlem Globetrotters have also increased attention on the game. If the standard of play on show at this tournament is anything to go by, then there's a great future for basketball, not only Ladysmith, but in the town as a whole. All credit must go to the organizers of the tournament, as well as the coaches who spend so much of their time working with the boys. The financial assistance from the sponsors will certainly go a long way in helping the growth of the game and in keeping the boys in the game. So to all the aspirant stars of the future, keep on jamming. The finals of the Player Sun Crush Schools Basketball League played at the Ladysmith Indoor Sports Center, so Steadville take the championship by just 1 point from Windsor High.
What I always believe is that for any sport to succeed, you've got to succeed at the school level. You've got to make the game, you've got to promote the game, you've got to create a buzz for the game at school level. So the first step with whatever sport, you got to do a schools league. Make sure the parents come, the kids come, make sure you get the teachers involved and have an ongoing thing like league games, have league games over 2-3 months, and then you know you're going to have playoffs at the end. So that's what I just did. I wanted to rekindle school spirit through this tournament. I wanted to get the guys coming to play for their school, the honor of their school, knowing that whatever you win, it's going to be up there in the office. And even when you leave the school, you know you can tell your kids or whoever that you contributed to that fine trophy being in there. For a smaller town, I'd advise any person that wants to